Hey neighbor! So I wanted to be in a really good mood to do this video because I've been kind of a downer for the past like 2 weeks. Sorry, but I was playing soccer with one of my roommates earlier, and we play on this turf field over there. Probably mentioned it on here before. My roommate kicked it in the air to me, so I went for a volley. The ball was like here, and I brought my foot up and I swung and kicked it, and it like right over the fence that keeps like all of the balls and stuff onto the field. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll just go get it. And I'm like walking down, I'm like, where did it go? And there's like this kind of grass hill that goes down, and there's an apartment building, and there's some guy sitting over next to kind of one of the buildings, and I'm like, hey, did you see a soccer ball? He's like, oh, is that a soccer ball? It was going real fast. I'm like, oh yeah, no. Did you see what way it went? He's like, no. And I'm like, great. So I spent maybe 20 minutes looking for a soccer ball. And I mean, we spent like $14 on this soccer ball. I probably spent 25 minutes looking for it. And let's just say that's not worth my time. So my roommate and I went and got a new soccer ball, and it's bright red. So hopefully this time we don't lose it in bush or something. I honestly can't imagine where it went. It's a white and black soccer, like a generic soccer ball. It's not like someone would take it. It was like dirty and used and a soccer ball. It cost like $14 on Amazon or something. So that's pretty much the only thing that I can't be in a good mood about today is I lost my soccer ball. If I was going to put something into a time capsule for myself to find 10 years from now, I want to say it would be something similar to like what you did with your business card. Just like, hey, you should be somewhere else. Like, do something else with your life because you're not being challenged with what you're doing right now. Or like make something of yourself, like get promoted twice or something similar to that. Just because I don't want to put like a CD in because like what if I don't have something that can play a CD in 10 years? I mean, I'm going to be 37 in 10 years. I can't even think about that. I just can't imagine that I would have any of the same interests in 10 years that I do now. But I mean, if 10 years ago I put like a Pokemon thing or RuneScape or like FIFA into a time capsule and found it 10 years later, I would still like it. So I guess I could potentially be a similar person to who I'll be in 10 years. So you definitely have to come visit. I don't know when I'm going to be like free because normally I like say, oh, I'm free every weekend. And then I like actually look into my calendar and it's like, oh, I'm going to a Penn State game that weekend. And we'll have to like schedule something. I have to look into my calendar. Yeah, but what my other friends from home do is they take like a half day and dip out around like 2 so they can miss some of the traffic up by where we live because traffic is always ridiculous up there. And then by the time they're down here, they missed most of the Baltimore and DC traffic too, just because it's a forever taking ride. I also feel bad like asking you to drive down here because you have to drive by yourself, and I know doing that drive by myself all the time that it's not fun. I'm thinking of the time when I was playing Pokemon Go while driving on the highway. No, I was playing Pokemon Go. I pulled into a pit stop and there was a million Pokespawns there. And I closed the door and immediately realized that I left my keys in the ignition. At least I brought my phone because I was playing Pokemon Go. Like, I think that was one of the last times I played Pokemon Go, I think. I'm like pretty certain. So my question of the day is, I was in the App Store the other day, like I mentioned, downloading Pokemon Go, and I saw something else. It was Pokemon Masters, and I've done a little bit of research. It's a free-to-play mobile game, apparently, and it kind of looks like some of the like main series games. Have you heard anything about it? Apparently, it comes out August 29th, so we should know some more about it relatively soon. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter at 90sguykev. You can follow Tom on Twitter at 90sguytom. You can follow both of us on Instagram at the 90s Guys. Make sure to check back in every weekday for a new episode of the 90s Block. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. No, today's not special for any reason. No one was like looking forward to today. Nah, it's just a normal day. Happy birthday, Tom. I'll catch you tomorrow.